of India to join us today for a special address on Mission Superpower Unleashing India.
I would truly have been delighted to be a part of the summit in person, but I'm traveling to Gujarat tomorrow morning and I'm unable to be with you, but I assure you that the next time you have a summit, I'll be there. And I'm sure this summit also will be a grand success. I have always held the conviction that India, given its demographic dividend, given the ability of our young boys and girls, the skill sets that they possess, the young aspirational India, where 1 billion plus people now connected with the world through digital technologies, wants all the good things of life for them and their families, and India, which is powered equally by our farmers becoming the food bowl of the world, as much by our laborers providing us strengths in manufacturing, by our engineers, by our professionals in different walks of life, making India truly a powerhouse of knowledge. And that knowledge is going to translate to economic growth in the years to come. The Honorable Prime Minister, in his address at the 75th Independence Day celebrations on 15th August from the ramparts of the Red Fort, gave a clarion call to the nation as a part of the Panch Pran, the 5 commitments that he made. He articulated his vision of a developed India. An India which is free from the colonial mindset. An India that goes back to its roots. An India in which everybody is conscious of their duties. An India which is united. And I think the entire country today aligns themselves with this vision of the Prime Minister. Given our huge potential in different areas, be it manufacturing, industry, our agricultural produce, the very vibrant and strong services sector, India is looking at a holistic growth across different skill sets. And even if we were to look at a business as usual scenario, where we grow at our typical 12% odd nominal growth that we have been seeing for last many years, and factor in the depreciation also at current levels, though I personally feel depreciation of the rupee would significantly reduce in going forward. But over the last decade, we've seen an overall depreciation over the last 8-10 years in the region of 2-2.5%. When you do the maths based on the simple, elementary, normal growth that India sees, you come to a $30 trillion plus economy by 2047, which will translate to a nearly $20,000 per capita income for every Indian citizen. Friends, India today is the fastest growing economy in the world amongst the large emerging markets. While we are also facing all the challenges, all the stress that the geopolitical situation in the world, soon after we barely got out of the pandemic, is facing, the fact that there is inflation which is 4 times, 5 times higher than ever before in most developed countries, the fact that most countries are seeing a huge erosion in the value of their currencies vis-a-vis the dollar, the fact that across the world, economic growth has come down very significantly. In all these circumstances, India continues to lead economic growth and in fact is expected in the next few decades, possibly this century, to become the engine of global growth. Let me try and put together why I am so confident of the future of India. Over the last 8 years, Prime Minister Modi has focused on providing for the basic needs of every citizen of India. There was a time roti, kapda and makan were the pressing and urgent needs of every citizen, and most of their life went in ensuring 2 square meals in a day or ensuring that they could save enough money to maybe build a small house. Today, through a holistic development program which covered different aspects of human needs, be it the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, which ensures adequate food grain for the 80 crore poor or less low income families, lower middle class families. They already were getting food grains through the National Food Security Program. For the last 28 months, in fact until December, they will get 5 kilograms per person additional food grain free of charge, which will ensure that nobody ever has to sleep hungry. Over 3 crore families have either got or will soon receive a proper home. Every home in the country today has an electric connection. Every home has a toilet. Every home has internet connection either already available or will soon be available. In fact, the country has launched 5G well ahead of many of the developed nations. Piped drinking water is being taken to every home across the country. We all know clean drinking water can help bring down significantly disease and healthcare costs. Over 50 crore people are eligible for free healthcare in the world's largest healthcare program ever envisaged, ever implemented. We are taking digital technologies across the country through a huge broadband optical fiber network. We are expanding infrastructure like never before. In fact, capital investments on infrastructure are today 4 or 5 times what they were 10 years ago. We believe high quality infrastructure will lead to lower logistics costs, will lead to ease of doing business, ease of living, will help the economy grow in the years to come and make us competitive across the world. India today is engaging with the developed world from a position of strength. Atmanirbhar Bharat has helped us design our industrial and manufacturing ecosystem in a manner that for critical inputs we are not dependent on any country. Whether it's the production linked incentive program where nearly 2 lakh crores is being given to 14 different sectors to create global champions, or the Semicon project in which 76,000 crores will be given to promote the semiconductor industry in India. Be it our effort to engage with developed world for free trade agreements or comprehensive economic partnerships. We have already concluded 2 in a record time with UAE and with Australia. We are in dialogue with many other countries for robust, fair and equitable free trade agreements which will be a win-win for both countries, which will be in national interest and which will provide huge opportunities for Indian business, huge opportunities for new jobs, for work, and give a fillip to our manufacturing and industrial base, also to our farmers and dairy sector. The MSME sector, which is the backbone of our economy, is a focus area, and this government, through multifarious programs, is supporting the MSME sector. Agricultural production has consistently grown despite severe challenges across the globe. When fertilizer prices rose nearly 4 or 5 times, the central government absorbed the entire additional cost and subsidized fertilizers so that the farmers could get adequate fertilizer at the old rates and they could continue to produce quality agri products which are today adding nearly $50 billion to our Indian exports. The marine sector, fisheries, has got a big fillip from the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Yojana, through which we are helping our fishermen improve the quality of their catch, also focus on sustainable fishing. Friends, for us in India, the next 25 years are going to be a defining period, a golden period. Collectively, 130 crore Indians working with a spirit of duty, कर्तव्य भावना से जो आज देश का युवा युवती काम कर रहे हैं, जिस उत्साह और उमंग के साथ देश की अपेक्षाओं को, आकांक्षाओं को पूरा करने में आज पूरा देश जुटा हुआ है, जो निर्णायक नेतृत्व आज प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी इस देश को दे रहे हैं, जिस प्रकार से हमारे वैज्ञानिक नई नई खोज लेके आ रहे हैं। प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने 15 अगस्त को जय किसान, जय जवान, जय किसान, जय विज्ञान के नारे के साथ जय अनुसंधान को भी जोड़ा है। जिस प्रकार से आज देश में स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम डेवलप हो रहा है, जिसमें नई नई सॉल्यूशंस रोजमर्रा के प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए, इंडस्ट्री के प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए हमारे युवा पावर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूं एक होलिस्टिक देश की विकास की यात्रा अमृत काल में प्रारंभ हुई है। इस अमृत काल में हम सब मिलके इस देश को एक विकसित देश बनाएं, एक समृद्ध देश बनाएं, एक विश्व गुरु बनाएं, एक अंतरराष्ट्रीय ताकत बनाएं। इस कर्तव्य भावना से जो आज देश उमड़ पड़ा है, पूरी दुनिया आज ईर्ष्या के साथ भारत के प्रति देख रही है। Many of you will recall the situation that existed in 2014 when this government came to power. From a fragile 5 economy facing severe challenges on every front, today we are recognized the world over as the fastest growing large economy. We are an emerging market, a developing nation on the highway, speedily progressing towards prosperity. Friends, let us all join hands. Let us all work together to meet the aspirations of every fellow Indian. Together, let us commit ourselves to making India great, to making India a superpower. My warmest wishes to all of you in this endeavor. We are in the midst of celebrations We are in the midst of the festival season. I pray for your good health, your prosperity, your well-being, and I also wish Republic and Republic Bharat all the very best in their service to the nation, in their contribution towards making India and Indian people progress in their own way. They have provided a platform which is helping in creating the people's voice, in articulating the people's voice. I wish them well in all their endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goyal, for your inspiring